Ashton, welcome to SA Boxing Talk.
Thanks for having me.
It's 2019 now, 5 years since you made your pro debut.
Yeah.
You've had 2 fights so far in 2019. How's life treating you?
Good, but it can be better. A lot of self-improvement still to be happening. That's why I got Coach Harry in my corner. I believe he's the best boxing trainer. He's fought, he knows his game, he knows a lot about this game, and in regards to technicalities and stuff like that, and just by seeing how I've grown in the last couple of months being with him, I have grown. The last 2 fights that we've had, we didn't just go and fight and celebrate a win and go and party and stuff. We actually came right back into the gym and pinpointed all the flaws in my last fight, and then we went to the next fight and did the exact same thing. So we're not on the celebration line yet. We'll get there when we know we're perfect with everything. We've still got a lot of self-improvement to do in my boxing and in fights. So yeah.
From a career perspective, obviously you took a lot of time off of boxing. You've come back and you've got regular action now. It's like I think about this will be 3 fights because you got a fight upcoming
in 3 months.
In about 3 months.
I literally have a fight every month. So the guys are pushing me a bigger fight now. First 6-rounder. With a guy that's had about 8-9 fights. He's fought some good guys, so I'm not overlooking the guy. He's very talented. I believe everybody's talented. Anyone that jumps in the ring, I respect them all. I've got nothing bad to say. I'm not a trash talker. So yeah, I'm not gonna take it lightly. I'm gonna prep well for this fight. And yeah, if it carries on like this, I fight now and I fight in September, I'll probably be one of the most active fighters this year.
Knowing you previously, obviously I've seen you boxing in the past. You were never a knockout guy. You were a very skillful boxer. Where's these knockouts coming from?
Funny enough that you say that, Coach Harry. It's small little technical things where you don't try to hit hard, but it just comes. It's just the way you position your body. It's science. That's the science behind boxing. And I've learned this. You'll get guys that will come out there swinging to hit a bomb. You get caught, you can get hurt. Whereas a guy comes out and just pops a little quick short left hook, but knows how to hit it and does even 10 times more damage. Those are the things that we're working on. So my knockouts been coming from small little things, body shots, straight right hands, precision, timing. It's all that. We're learning how to play chess with boxing. That's it.
So what's the biggest difference between, for example, boxing here at Harry's gym as opposed to you've been with some good trainers in the past as well? You've been with Harold, you've been with Colin for a short period of time. What's the biggest difference about being here?
Biggest difference, Harry has got such science behind the game. That's what it is. He was in the UK. South African boxers have a different mentality when it comes to the sport. And that's why I feel a lot of our fighters are losing world title fights. A lot of our fighters aren't getting the opportunity for world title bouts. Because we have this old mentality with the sport. And these are new times. We've got to be changing with the sport. Harry brought a lot of what he got in the UK with the guys that top boys in the UK. He brought here, and he's done it himself. He didn't have just 5 fights. He had a couple of fights. So he's got a very good reputation in the sport and stuff like that. And what I love about it is we don't go in there to knock people out. We go there to play box. We go there to box. We have a game plan. We put it together, and we make sure that thing works. And if it doesn't work, we push to make it work. What I love about him is how he thinks about boxing. When I was with Rupert van Asweg, and Rupert was leaving towards Cape Town, and he wanted to position everybody into a gym. He told DJ to go to Colin, and the first person actually on his list was Harry. The first person on his list was Harry. At that time, it was difficult for everyone to get together. Harry couldn't obviously travel so far and stuff like that, but Rupert's a talented boxer also. We know Rupert was a phenomenal trainer also and a very talented boxer, and for him to say, I'd love for you to train to Harry, I'd love to take you to Harry, that says a lot also to me. So yes.
Your inspiration getting up in the morning, every morning, what is it?
I've spent so many years in the sport. A lot of people have had lots of things to say about me. Wasted talent. I don't take the sport seriously. The problem that I had was you try and have a 4-year-old child that you got to feed, pay bills for every month. Boxing, unfortunately, is not doing that for us in this country. It's just a sad reality. You know, I'd love to change it. I'd love to bridge the gap where we can get investors and sportsmen to invest in this, even rugby players, footballers, where we can make the sport a diversity thing. You know, we can put that aside. But it was very difficult for me to acknowledge the fact that yes, I wasn't taking this serious. It's not because I didn't want to. It's because unfortunate things had to happen in my life. My inspiration today, and the biggest step I've taken in my life, you can ask my coach, you can ask everyone that knows me, I've quit my day job with bare minimum finances to survive in order to chase this dream of becoming a champion, whether it's a SA champion or RBO world champion or WBA, RBF. We don't know what the future holds. All I know is if I train every single day of my life, surely I'll be getting somewhere. And that is the only thing that inspires me right now.
Okay, let's talk about the boxing scene now. You've obviously come back, and you've come back to do something here. You haven't just come back just to fulfill something. You want to accomplish something in this game.
Definitely.
Future opponents. Are there guys out there that you like to fight?
Yeah, there's definitely, yes, there's some talented boxers. I mean, I've sparred with even maybe the top 3, top 4 lightweights in this country. Calling people out, I wouldn't call people out. If the public wants to see something, let's make it happen. I think that's a thing that we need to sit down and look. I'm not a trash talker. Guys know me like that. I don't have time to talk about nonsense and tell this person you can't box or that person. I believe everybody that jumps in there, I respect them all. The reality is, there's some talented guys, man, in the top 5 lightweights in this country. And the rules of chess is you only get smarter by playing a smarter opponent. So the only way I'm going to get better is by fighting better guys. And man, I'd love to fight the top boys. I would love to. It will only challenge me. It will only make me better. I'll learn something from each one of them.
Talking about fighting the top guys, I mean, next you got an opponent with a little bit more experience than what you used to. You fought, I believe 3 in a row debutants. Now you're fighting a guy with 8 fights. How's that going to be for you?
It's nerve-wracking. I think every fight that I've had, even sparring, is nerve-wracking for me, to be honest with you. I think that's what keeps me awake in this game. It doesn't keep me sleeping. It's challenging to know that the guy's fought more fights than me, and he hasn't fought nobody. He's fought some top boys. Lucky Mabunyane, he's fought some top guys, and the reality is, isn't this what boxing's about? You want to get to the top, you got to fight the boys at the top. So I can't look at guys and, this guy's had this. If I got the opportunity, I need to make sure that I'm prepared. So that's why I'm here in the gym today. I'm training, I'm not playing games, I'm eating right. I can't do more than that, but put my heart and my time into the sport to be one of the best.
Introduction into ASHTON Davis's life. Just want to give a message to all the supporters out there and why they should support you and why they should come out to your fights or watch you on television or anything like that.
Well, I want to bridge the gap with, like I said, with sports in South Africa in regards to cultural beliefs and racism and stuff like that. I'd love to see me bridge that gap. Right now I'm selling my name as Nkosi Davis, means the king in Zulu. I'm telling the people, I want to bridge that gap. I believe there's no white talent in this country that bridges that gap between black people and white people. We see a lot of white guys do a lot of things for the community, but I grew up in that poverty-stricken areas. My first trainer was a black man, my second trainer was a black man. I came from those areas, poverty-stricken areas, from the shacks, from the suburbs. The man that taught me a lot in my life was a black man, Cassius the Hitman Beloy. My amateur record I built because of him. And I always grew up in that kind of environment. So it taught me that I am a South African, that's who I am. So for me, in order for me to be something, I don't want to just stay in one place and be like, I'm a white guy, invest in me. No, I'm a white guy, yes, but I'm just as much as black as you. So invest in me too. I don't want people to be selective and be like, no, it's only the white guy. No, it ain't that. I want to literally break that gap and that bridge, and see a lot more black and white supporters at the boxing events, man. These events can get 100 times bigger, and if black people can't afford these things, I'd love to get the promoters involved, where we can go to these rural areas, get the kids that want to be a part of boxing to come into these events for free, so we can build it's a spectator sport. It's entertainment. People don't go to watch boxing because they want to watch brutality. They come to be entertained. So how do we entertain at the highest level? And that's I want to bridge the gap with. I want to be the ultimate entertainer. That's Ashton Davis, man.